Can I interest you in some nipples of Venus?
Chocolate. Who doesn't love it? In my opinion, no film has reflected its hypnotic spell better than the 2000 film Chocolat. It spins a web around a multitude of social issues with a backdrop of this gastronomic pleasure. Based on a novel by the same name and directed by Les Hallström, the story is set in post-war France and revolves around a young drifter Vienne and her daughter Anouk, who open a chocolaterie during Lent in a peaceful town. So the imperious mayor, Comte de Renaud, tries to convince the town that Vienne is a radical for tempting them with confection during a period of abstinence and self-discipline. Finally, Vienne comes out triumphant and becomes part of the town culture. The Comte too has to accept her, and they all lived happily after realizing the importance of accepting others instead of placing labels on them. Besides a great cast, astounding soundtrack accompanied with a hint of magic and a dash of religious undertone in storytelling, this film offers stunning cinematography and meticulously executed mise-en-scene. These will be the two film aspects of my discussion. When it comes to mise-en-scene, good acting is key, and this movie is not short of a great cast. Judi Dench steals the show with her portrayal of the eccentric but lonely grandmother, Armande. She's vulgar, quick-witted, and she'll break rules just for the heck of it. She's the grandmother everybody wants.
Advertise on your own time.
Clothing and costumes are reminiscent of the 1950s post-war period in France, with cupola hats, sleek hairstyles, and suits. Vienne and Anouk arrive donning red cloaks, a striking color in contrast with the town, heralding the arrival of something sprightly and new. To illustrate what I mean, let's bring forth a few examples. Vienne bursts into the Comte's study after finding out the malicious rumors he mongered. Notice that backlight? It makes Vienne look like an angel. This implies that she is genuinely a good person and not an enemy of the town, as the Comte suspects. Oh yes, did I mention that the Comte's wife left him? Yeah, she left, but he still keeps a picture of her in hopes that she will return. This is the same situation as Vienne's. Her mother left her father in search of new adventures. Interesting how that photo frame is positioned. Drawing parallels, huh? Notice how the captain of the gypsy boat is framed behind the flames. It keeps him looking blurred and mysterious as he plays the guitar. It also foreshadows an incident later where Serge, an ardent follower of the Comte, sets this very boat on fire during a party. It also metaphorically represents the flames of passion as the captain and Vienne later fall in love. This frame depicts one of the many townspeople confessing in tandem about how each had sinned for visiting the chocolaterie during Lent. Notice the sidelight that illuminates half of their faces, and notice the foreground. It suggests that the border between divinity and humanity was a simple thin mesh. The light symbolizes how they feel ashamed of themselves for sinning, and how they are now under scrutiny like an interrogation room. Yet at the same time, they are recalcitrant. Aha! There they go again!
My secret heart.
And what could be more powerful than the use of cinematography to emphasize the sinful allure of chocolate? From camera angles to tonality, all these different aspects come together to create a sort of poetic storyline with only visuals. The use of very rich brown hues and tones as motif of chocolate to bring forth a sense of warmth and comfort. The film uses primarily grey and desaturated colours, which set the mood of the town as a sad and dull place to be. This was used in the patio gathering scene. As viewers, we are treated to a visual feast and the oral pleasures of the accompanying music to be transported through this gastronomic realm. Put simply, the food is so good that time seems to slow down. These are used to show inferiority, as in the case of the Comte as he begs for help at the altar, and also as if something or someone superior is watching from above. The tracking helps to establish the setting. This also helps to reveal the positive impact that has developed since the chocolaterie's opening. Notice this couple as they walk away with their little bag of joy. It also progresses to more good news of Armande bonding with her grandson through a simple drawing of a portrait. Okay, now this is very prominent in the film. I mean, how can you justify the enthralling effect of chocolate without close-ups? It just goes to show the raw beauty of chocolate, the genuine expressions of pure delight from the townspeople who take that first bite, the hard work that goes into the preparation of these delicious treats. To me, these close-ups are vital to the story, both aesthetically and metaphorically. It's no wonder this movie remains as one of my all-time favorites. It was funny, adventurous, tragic, and had a little something for everybody. Now that I'm in film school, I have learned that there is more to a film than just the eye-candy cast and good storyline to look out for, and Chocolat has been nothing short of a treat. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to have some nipples of Venus.
Live a little.